Hello, welcome to Intuition with Marnie Lynn. How are you today? I'm doing really good. I'm about 3 hours behind my schedule today. I had to wait for a plumber to come in and do some work in my bathtub, and then I did some laundry, so I am behind in what I wanted to do today in the fun stuff that I do in the morning. But, you know, that's what life is all about. Having to do our chores and just live. I'm finding the energy again today is still kind of weird. I guess with this looming World War III that's on the back burner happening, gas prices going up, food going up, just pure, utter madness is going on all around us. So no wonder I'm feeling kind of off today, and I'm sure most of you, if not all of us, are feeling the same way. I heard it described yesterday on one of the YouTube channels that they were feeling calmness before the storm kind of energy, and it does feel kind of like that. It's like one shoe has fallen and we're just waiting for the other one to fall before we know what's going on. But I think that right now this is the storm that we've heard talk about on QAnon and all sorts of other platforms on the internet. And I really believe that we are inside the storm and maybe in the eye of the storm. So it's the calmness where we can see all the ugly truth coming up and becoming aware of who is real and honest and pure and good and who is dark and evil and horrible. And the fight for good versus evil is a very real one, and it's been going on for, I would say, hundreds of thousands of years, but it's only been the last probably 60 years that it's really been happening behind the scenes, that we don't see the fight that's going on that has now come to the surface with Russia going in and doing what it has to do in Ukraine and all the other things that are happening in the world. All we can do is stay balanced, focused, keep our heart energy up, have extra food, have extra water, have gas in the car if you can, and if you don't have to drive anywhere, don't drive. Do more walking, just these kind of things to prepare us in case there is a war and we have to really hunker down and become survivalists. I don't feel that's going to happen, but it could happen. And that's kind of what plays in my mind all the time in the background, and I'm sure it's the same for many of us. I'm just bringing it out into the open on this show today. Today, I believe, is number 64 in a row. I was talking with my son yesterday about doing a video every day and how I have had to become more accountable for myself because I'm coming on and presenting myself every day. So I want to be a consistent, moving forward role model example for other people to see that, yes, even with all this craziness that's going on around us, we can keep moving forward, keep love in our heart, keeping focused on what we want the world to be, and just live our lives and enjoy every moment we can to the best of our ability. So when we do have these bad times that will be coming, we can remember these good, quiet moments where we got to feel some love and joy. I'm just looking at my plants here on the table. I have these hanging off of a dress rack that I move around in the studio here, and I put these outside in the summer on my balcony, so the inside of my balcony's got lots of foliage up high enough to give me a bit of privacy, but up high enough that Leela has the whole run of the balcony to guard the whole courtyard. And yes, she does guard the courtyard. It's really funny to watch this little tiny thing out there barking and chasing cats away and birds and all sorts of stuff. I'm so glad to have that little energy in my life. She's precious, precious cargo. As those of you who have pets understand what I'm saying, it's the same as your child. Much more different feeling than your child. And that's okay too. So I'm going to do a 1-card reading, my daily reading, and I'm using my Geisha doll and wisdom cards. As I have said many times, they are little pieces of wisdom that I have discovered in my 67 years of living that I have put in sort of an Aesop fable style story. I have 3 characters. I have grandfather, who represents the universe, the divine masculine, and yang. And here she is. And then grandmother represents earth, the divine feminine, and yin.